Good morning, everyone. This is Jennifer C. Villasor, reporter number 10. And my topic this morning is about psychology of individual differences. Psychology of individual differences, it talks about how a certain individual is differ from each other. But before I start my report, I want to share these words with you. Learning is most effective when differences in learners' language, cultural, and social behavior are taken into account. Every one of us is a unique individual. It is often said that no two individuals are exact duplicates. They differ from each other in some way or the other. Hence, the job of the psychologist is to identify and understand this uniqueness in individuals. To fully understand the psychology of individual differences, let us take first the meaning of personality psychology. Personality psychology is a branch of psychology that studies personality and its variation among individuals. It is a scientific study which aims to show how people are individually different due to a psychological forces. Its areas focuses includes construction of a coherent picture of the individual and their major psychological processes. Next, investigation of individual psychological differences and investigation of human nature and psychological similarities between individuals. So, differential psychology studies the ways in which individuals differ in their behavior and processes that underlie it. It is a discipline that develops classification or taxonomies of psychological individual differences. So, individual differences, it is the uneven rate of growth and development among individuals. So, under individual differences, there are four characteristics. Okay, these are the four characteristics that define individual differences. First is the learning style. Second is the aptitude. Third, personality. And fourth, emotional intelligence. Number one is learning style. An individual's learning style refers to the preferential way in which the student absorbs, processes, comprehends, and retains information. So, for example, when learning how to build a clock, some students understand the process by following verbal instructions, while others have to physically manipulate the clock themselves. So, there are 7 learning styles. So, first is the visual or spatial. So, in visual, you prefer using pictures, images, and spatial understanding. Second is the oral or the auditory musical. In oral, you prefer using sounds and music. Third is the verbal linguistic. So in verbal linguistic, you prefer using words both in speech and writing. Next, number 4 is the physical or the kinesthetic. In physical, you prefer using your body, hands, and sense of touch. So number 5 is the logical or mathematical. You prefer using logic, reasoning, and systems. So number 6 is the social or the interpersonal. So in social, you prefer to learn in groups or with other people. So number 7 is the solitary or the intrapersonal. So the solitary, you prefer to work alone and use self-study. So, number 2 characteristic is the aptitude. So, an aptitude is a component of a competence to do a certain kind of work at a certain level. Understanding aptitude can be considered talent. An aptitude may be physical or mental. So aptitude is inborn, potential to do certain kinds of work, whether developed or undeveloped. So ability is developed, knowledge, understanding, learned or acquired abilities or skills or attitude. The innate nature of aptitude is in contrast to skills and achievement, which represent knowledge or ability that is gained through learning. Number 3 characteristic is the personality. The word personality originates from the Latin persona, which means mask. So personality is a dynamic and organized set of characteristics possessed by a person that uniquely influence their environment, cognition, emotion, motivations, and behaviors in various situations. So there are two major factors in personality. So we have here the heredity. We inherit almost all the things we need to grow for growth and development. So heredity gives all potential for growth and development. So the next is environment. Environment modifies to a certain extent the effects of heredity. So environment provides the direction of the growth and development of an individual. So in heredity, we have here the intelligence or the mental ability. So in intelligence, some are more intelligent than the others. Number 2 is the physical condition. It has been observed that some people are born bigger, healthier, and stronger than the others. So under heredity, we have also the aptitude and special talent. So aptitude and special talent are gifted with special aptitudes and talents in music, painting, acting, science, mathematics, and the like. So we also have the sex. Males are expected to be aggressive, fearless, and capable of doing heavier work compared to the female, because female are expected to be passive, demure, prim, and the like. So we have also the age. So age is a big factor in making one different from another. So generally, older learners have more physical strength and higher level of comprehension. So number 6 is the temperament or the emotional maturity and stability. Those who are easily irritated and tense, even with trivial things, symptomatic of emotional immaturity and stability. So number 7 is effort or making capacity. So effort making capacity is an important trait. One with much effort, making capacity, studies and work harder, concentrates more and exhibits steadiness in his work. So number 8 is the criminal tendency. So children who have this tendency are usually bullies, troublemakers, and they commit many antisocial acts in or out of school. So under environment, we have here the family background. So family background includes level of education and value orientation of parents is another determinant. Next is the community background. Community background, it can be observed that children of individuals coming from these types of communities differ markedly in their values, manners, actions, and thinking. So, in community background, it can be observed that children coming from squatter or slum areas and from crime-infested areas have a very slim chance of growing progressively because of the bad influence of neighborhood. Barkada influence is especially strong in this place. While the city children are more exposed to modern convenience such as the telephone, television, light rail, transit, museum, libraries, big commercial establishments, malls, and the like. So, the city children has an edge over the rural children in the field of informal learning. So, we have also here under environment is the school. It is very important factors in learning and development. Good school can develop pupils better than the poor ones. So, if teachers are efficient in the true sense of the word, the pupils learn remarkably well. Then, with the teachers are inefficient, in which case the pupils suffer setback. So, we have also here the emotional intelligence, otherwise known as emotional quotient or EQ. So, emotional intelligence is the ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions in positive ways to relieve stress, communicate effectively, empower with others, overcome challenges and conflicts. So, emotional intelligence helps you build stronger relationships, succeed at school and work, and achieve your career and personal goals. It can also help you to connect with your feelings